I recently learned about something that maybe you've heard of before. It's called Masterclass. It's something you can type in on internet search, and it will come up and bring you to a website where you can learn from the very best of the best in almost any subject that you're interested in learning about. I mean, if you want to learn how to, do a crossover dribble and get a guy off balance and get some space and shoot a jump shot, Steph Curry has a masterclass for you to learn from. If you want to learn about acting, there are the best actors in the world who've created a masterclass that you can learn from. If you're interested in being a better cook or a better baker, there are people out there. I mean, the best of the best are on this website. And you pay one fee for 1 year, and I think it's $120, and you can take any class you want to take. And you just sit at the feet of these people who have learned how to do whatever it is they do to the best of their ability. And we would all recognize, Amy Poehler teaching you something about improv, or teaching about how improv will help you become a better communicator at work. I mean, these are the types of things you go, man, I would love to be in that class, but how do I see Amy Poehler? Masterclass. It's real simple. Now, I'm thinking about joining it, but you know what it made me think about? Is we have, as believers, the ability to sit at the feet of the master of the masters, the greatest one, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, every day, all the time. We don't have to sign up for a class. We don't have to pay $120. We have a book called the Bible, and we can open it up anytime we want. And we can join a life group and sit down with other people. And generally it doesn't cost you anything, but you get to know those people who all also want to learn from the master. And those people who are kind of apprentices, all learning maybe a little further along in the faith than you, sit and they share across the table with you things that they have learned and experiences they have had and times that they have had their faith stretched, and they have been challenged, and they have grown, and they've been disciplined, and they've made missteps, but they have been able to rebound from that and receive the grace of God in order for them to go deeper in their faith. They recognize when they have prayed for patience and it's been difficult because God gave them something to be patient about. They have recognized that when there were times that they walked away from their faith and they kind of put it on the shelf, that they realized that they were making decisions that were born out of the flesh and not out of the spirit. And you grow in those situations. And then you go to church on Sunday morning and you worship with other people, and you hear a teaching from someone who is sat at the feet of the master and is a little further ahead than you, and is telling you something that's going to help you, if you'll apply it to your life, be stronger in that area. But, master class, Jesus is the master, and we don't have to do anything other than just invest in that relationship, and he will invest in us. Remain in me and I will remain in you, Jesus said. And so, do you want to grow in some area of your life? Do you want to grow in your relationships with other people? Do you want to learn what it means to overcome addictions and struggles? And do you want to know what it means to really be a fully devoted follower of Christ who serves others out of love? All of that is available to you and me right in the Word of God. But I think about the number of people who don't really want to take the master class. They don't really want to sit at the feet of the master. They kind of just want to audit, the class. They like to go on Sundays and maybe just kind of listen, but they don't take notes, and they just kind of pay attention, but they don't really apply anything. It's kind of like when you audit a class, right? You're not responsible to take the test. There's no grade at the end. And what a shame, because, if you were dating someone and you said, let's spend time together, and you just got really invested in spending time with them at first, but then you decided, well, I don't think I really want to be that invested. I think I'll just spend 1 hour a week with you. Let's just meet one day a week for an hour and a half. That person would not feel like you're interested in them. They would not feel like you're invested in the relationship, right? And if all you're doing is going to church on Sunday and you're only going 1 hour and you're not, and sitting at the feet of the master, and every day investing in your relationship with Jesus by reading the Word and spending time in prayer and really going deeper. I mean, have you really shown Jesus that he's first and foremost in your life, or that he's on the list of things just way down the list? Masterclass. You and I have the opportunity every single day to sit at the feet of the master. He has promised that he will invest in us if we invest in that relationship with him, and he will show us the most excellent way to live, the right way, and he will guide and direct our paths so that we follow him and him alone And that when all these other things happen in our lives around us, our faith will guide us to the way, the truth, and life. And we will come out on the other end realizing that we have sat truly at the feet of the Master. And at that point in time, our hope and prayer, of course, and we will have the reality of being able to say we see him in person at the end of the class. See you next week.